mall closed at 9 sharp. Every gate down, every light out. But tonight, at 9:04, something was wrong. The food court lights flickered back on. This was one of those half-dead suburban malls, kind you find all over America. Tessa was working late, packing up inventory for a pop-up store that was closing down. The main corridors were pitch black, the escalators frozen in place. It was dead silent, except for the food court, drawn by the strange glow. She walked towards it. Neon menus hummed, ovens radiated a low heat, and a soda fountain gurgled like a sleeping creature. Her footsteps echoed way too loudly in the empty space. Then the digital sign blinked to life, its red letters cutting through the dark. Now serving. Tessa crept closer. The air was thick with the smell of old grease, burnt sugar, and something else, something sickly sweet. Suddenly, a receipt printer chirped, spitting out a small slip of paper. Order number 118 ready. But there was no one there. No cashier, no cooks, just empty counters. Then the tray slid out from a server's window all by itself. On it was a simple paper bag, stapled shut. Scrawled across it in black marker were for words, "Eat what you missed." Tessa stumbled back, her heart pounding. At the far end of the atrium, an escalator groaned and started moving, but only in one direction down. The sound bounced off the glass and tile, filling the empty mall. A cheerful, robotic voice echoed from the speakers, the kind they use for announcements. Please remain seated while dining. As it spoke, chairs scraped across the floor on their own, ranging themselves neatly around a single table. Tessa reached out and touched the tabletop. It was warm. The menus flickered again. The food items vanished, replaced by dates 2016, 2019, 2022, and under each year, a single word, dinner. The receipt printer shrieked, spitting out another slip. All sales final. A second tray slid out, then a third. Each bag seemed heavier than the one before, dark grease soaking through the paper and dripping onto the floor. The speaker's voice returned, lower this time, almost a whisper. You don't have to finish. You just have to start. That was it. Tessa ran. She bolted for the exits. But the signs seemed to point the wrong way, the hallways looping back on themselves, always leading her right back to the glowing food court. The downward escalator carried dark, blurry shapes that never seemed to arrive at the bottom. Behind her, she heard a single chair being pulled out from a table. Patiently, at 9:59 p.m., the lights snapped off. Total silence. The next morning, security found the mall just as they'd left it, locked, cold, and empty. Food court was dark, except for one counter. A single tray was sitting out, a receipt taped to it. Order number 119, pickup only. They say if you ever find yourself in a mall after closing, don't follow the lights, and whatever you do, never check what's now serving. Follow Haunted Scary Home for more true American horror stories. Thanks for watching.